Okay, come find a comfortable seat. I'll just begin to settle in. Maybe close your eyes if that feels nice, or just have a soft gaze at the earth in front of you. And just begin to connect to your breath. Notice the inhales and the exhales. Notice your chest expanding and rising on the inhales. And each exhale, as you empty yourself out, maybe you can release something. And as we move through practice today, maybe keep with you a gratitude for your body. Our bodies do amazing things for us every day, and we often take it for granted. So whenever you have the opportunity, acknowledge everything that your body is doing, acknowledge everything that it has done. And maybe you give yourself a little bit more space, or you give yourself permission to back off of a pose or take that modification you wouldn't normally to express your gratitude to yourself. And gently bow your chin to your chest and take some easy rolls with the neck. Pausing anywhere that needs a little extra attention. And then take the circles in the other direction. And find a neutral neck. Inhale, sweep the arms up, interlace your fingertips, flip the palms, reach up. Create that space in the torso. Feel the rib cage lift out of your waist. And keeping that lift, can you relax your shoulders out of your ears? Really good. One more full inhale. And exhale, release your left hand to the earth and reach your right arm up and over, taking a side bend. Really root your right hip into the earth, glue it down, anchor it down so you get even longer through the right side of your waist. And then begin to take some circles with that right arm, some big sweeping circles. Explore that whole shoulder socket, if you will. And then take the circles in the other direction. And pause next time you're up at the top. The right hand will come down just outside the left knee. Move your left hand behind you to form a kickstand for support. Have a nice flat back. Inhale, grow super tall through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, gently rotate your ribs around your spine. Gaze will come over the left shoulder if that feels good. One more full inhale. And exhale. Leaving your right hand where it is, come back through center, cross your left arm to the opposite knee on top of your right arm. Bring your forearms up. So either you're going to bring your hands to your shoulders if you have tight shoulders, or you can come into eagle arms, either bringing the backs of your palms to touch, or you can double wrap your hands trying to get the fronts, the the fronts of your palms to touch. And wherever you are, maybe you can lift your elbows a little bit higher. And if you have the eagle wrap of your arms, pull your forearms away from your face. You'll feel a nice deep stretch across your shoulders and kind of behind the shoulder blades. And if it feels nice, you can take some little circles with your elbows. Just open it up a little bit more. Really nice. And then take the circles in the other direction. And inhale, open up your arms, sweep up, interlace your fingertips, flip the palms, reach up, grow tall, create that length and space, settle your shoulders out of your ears. One more full inhale, and then exhale, release the right hand to the mat, left arm reaches up and over. Really glue the left hip down, glue that sitting bone into the earth. And then begin to take your nice sweeping circles with the left arm. And then take the circles in the other direction. And once you come back to the top pause there, take another full breath. The left hand will come just outside the right knee. Right hand comes behind us for support. Inhale, grow super tall through the crown of the head. Nice flat back. And as you exhale, gently rotate your ribs around your spine. Gaze is towards the right shoulder. Left hand stays where it is. Come back through center, cross the right arm over the left to the opposite knee. Then bring your forearms up, either hands to shoulders, or find your eagle wrap arms with your forearms. Lift your elbows, pull your forearms away, and maybe take little circles with the elbows. And then circle them out in the opposite direction. Inhale, release, sweep your arms up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, pull it down through heart center. Open up your feet so they're about max width distance. You can bring your hands behind your shoulders and just windshield wiper your knees from side to side. Waking up our hips a little bit here. Maybe it feels like a nice little foam roller action on your outer hips as you shift from side to side. And try to keep a nice open chest here. Don't like sink into your shoulders. Keep nice and broad. Really nice. All right, enough of that. Cross over your ankles. Let's find our tabletop position. Shoulders are stacked directly over our wrists. Our hips are directly over our knees. Fingers spreading wide. Inhale, drop the belly, open up the heart, look up. Exhale, round the spine, turn inward. Inhale, drop the belly, opening up the chest, cow pose. Exhale, pull your navel in towards your spine, press the mat away, find your cat. Inhale, opening up. Exhale, round. Take a few more breaths, moving through your cat-cow. If you want to swivel your hips, circle out the ribs. And just take a moment to listen to your body. Give it what it needs. And everyone come find a neutral spine. Inhale the right leg behind you, so it's about hip height. Flex the foot so the toes are pointing towards the earth. Option to stay here and just feel the core engage, feeling that stability, trying to keep a nice flat back. Or you can extend the left arm alongside the left ear, requiring even more of our stability muscles to engage. And again, option to stay here or to dial it up a little bit. With an inhale, we're gonna open the left arm out to the left, the right leg to the right, finding a diagonal, and then exhale back through the center line. Inhale, open up to the diagonal. Exhale to the center. One more. Inhale, opening up to the diagonal. And exhale to the center line. Left hand comes back to the earth. Cross the right foot outside to the left of the mat. And then bend the knees, snuggle the right knee behind the left knee. So we're kind of in like kneeling with crossed legs. Then begin to shift your hips back in space. You don't have to move them back very far. You'll likely feel a sensation in one of your outer hips. Just with a small movement here. And just breathe here for a moment. And inhale, come back forward, uncross the knees, refind your tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, cow pose, look up. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the tailbone, angry cat. Inhale for neutral. Extend the left leg long behind you, about hip height. Flex the foot, toes point towards the ground. Really engage that leg. Option to stay here, or you can extend the right arm alongside your ear. Again, option to stay here and hold, or if you're with me, you can inhale, open up the right arm and the left leg out to the diagonal. Exhale, back to the center line. Inhale, open to the diagonal. Exhale to the center. One more. Inhale, open. Exhale, center. Right hand comes back to the earth. Left foot crosses outside the right edge of the mat. Bend that knee, snuggle the left knee behind the right, and then shift the hips back in space until you feel some sensation somewhere in your hips or your legs. Inhale, shift the weight back forward, uncross the knees, find your tabletop position. Inhale, drop the belly, open up the heart. Exhale, round the spine and allow your seat to come to your heels, finding a child's pose. You can bring the big toes to touch. Open up the knees nice and wide if that feels good. This pose is always available to you if you ever need it. It's a lovely gift to the body. Inhale, flip your palms so they're facing up, and then bend your elbows so that your fingers can graze the tops of your shoulders. Walk your elbows a little bit closer to your head and maybe a centimeter or two forward. You should feel a nice opening across the mid-back, your armpits, your shoulders, your triceps. Really, you'll feel it where you're tightest. And inhale, re-extend your arms, flip the palms so that they're pressing firmly into the earth. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, find your downward facing dog. Take a few moments, pedaling out the feet, swivel the hips, play with bending your knees. Really take whatever you need to get those little kinks out. Inhale, come forward to a high plank. And exhale, lower all the way down to your stomachs. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart. Squeeze your shoulders towards one another and down the back. Baby cobra. And exhale, lower all the way down. Bring your fingers just wider than the mat. Tent up onto your fingertips. Elbows point straight up towards the ceiling. Press the tops of the feet into the earth. Press your pelvis into the earth. And then as you inhale, ripple your heart up, lifting the head, finding this wide cobra. And exhale, roll your way back down to the earth. One more time. Inhale, peeling the heart off the mat. Head is the last to lift. And then exhale, lowering down. Head is the last thing to find the mat. Hands come back underneath your shoulders. Elbows point straight up towards the ceiling. Tuck your toes. Engage your legs. Kneecaps pull in and up. Firm the core. From here in one straight line or from your knees, inhale to press your way up to a high plank. Really nice, everyone. And then lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Slowly begin to walk your feet to meet your hands. We'll meet in a forward fold. Nice generous bend in the knees. You can grab opposite elbows. And hang out in your ragdoll. Maybe sway from side to side if that feels nice. And just let your spine really pour over your legs. And release your hands to or towards the earth. Press into your feet and slowly roll yourself one vertebra at a time all the way up to stand. Meeting in Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, sweep the arms up, look up, high prayer. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse your swan dive, arms sweep all the way up, high prayer. And exhale, pull it in through heart center. Inhale, arms reach up, high prayer. Exhale, swan dive over the legs, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back, look out. Exhale, plant the hand, step the right foot back. Inhale the left foot to meet the right, high plank. And exhale, lower all the way down to your stomach. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. Feel as if you're pulling the mat towards you with your hands. And then exhale through bent knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, left foot meets the right, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, high prayer. And exhale, fold right back down over the legs. Inhale, find your flat back, looking out. Exhale, plant the hand, step the left foot back this time. Inhale, right foot meets the left, high plank. And exhale, lower all the way down to your stomachs. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart, baby cobra. This is Bhujangasana. And exhale through bent knees, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between your hands. Inhale, the right foot meets the left, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, high prayer. And exhale, pull it in through heart center. One more, adding on. Inhale, arms sweep up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. This is Uttanasana. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, high plank. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale for upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, make your way to a downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Back knee taps down, untuck the back toes. Grab your blocks if you have them. And shift your hips back in space, straightening that right leg. Coming into half split or half Hanuman. Option to stay here. Or if you'd like to get more of an outer IT band stretch, that outer side of your right leg, walk your blocks to the outside of your right leg, and you can roll to the outer edge of that right foot. You should feel a bit of a stretch there. And think about squeezing your inner thighs towards one another wherever you are. Wonderful, inhale. And then come back through center, rebend that front knee, hands frame the foot, tuck the toes, lift the back leg. Inhale, right foot meets the left, high plank. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Back knee taps down, untuck the back toes, grab your blocks. Inhale, shift your hips back in space, working on straightening that left knee, coming into half split. Either you're staying here and breathing, or you can walk your hands to the outside of the left leg, maybe roll to the outer edge of that left foot to really get into the left IT band. One of those often forgotten muscles. One more full breath. And come back through center. Rebend the front knee, hands frame the foot, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Inhale, left foot meets the right, high plank. And exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. And exhale, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths here. And for the rest of class, I'll be calling out a traditional vinyasa, lowering halfway down through chaturanga, inhaling for baby cobra, and exhaling for downward facing dog. If you prefer lowering all the way, taking a baby cobra, feel free. If you want to skip it, if you want to take a cat-cow, child's pose, you do you. As long as you're in your down dog when we need to be, that's fine. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, hop, step, or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse the swan dive, arms reach up. Exhale, pull it in through heart center. Close your eyes for a moment. Come back into your body. Notice how it feels. And notice if your mind has begun to wander. Inhale, arms sweep up, high prayer. Exhale, swan dive over your legs, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back, prepare. Exhale, plant your hands, hop, step, or jump back. Exhale, lower half or all the way down. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, make your way to a downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up that hip. Twirl out that ankle, and then twirl it out in the opposite direction. Inhale, re-extend the right leg long behind you. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Inhale, lift the torso. We're coming up to a high lunge. You can always widen your stance if you need a little bit more stability. Sometimes our balance doesn't work with us. With an inhale, straighten the front leg and then pull your elbows down and towards one another, as if there's an imaginary orange between your shoulder blades and you want to make some fresh OJ. Exhale, rebend, find your high lunge. Inhale, straighten and squeeze your shoulders. Exhale, lunge. One more. Inhale, straighten and squeeze. Exhale, lunge. Hands come down to frame the front foot. Begin to shift your weight forward, drag the left toes. Begin to straighten the right leg. We're coming into a standing split. You can always grab your blocks to bring the earth a little bit closer to you, or your hands can be on the earth or just on your fingertips. The key thing here, we don't want our hip to be opening up, so we don't want our toes pointing to the left. We want our left toes and our left knee still pointing straight down towards the ground. If that means your leg is not as high, that's totally fine. That's what I want. Really nice. And then begin to bend the left knee in line with the right. So we're in this little perch. And then slide the left knee just below the right. So we're sliding it about 2 or 3 inches to the inside of the right leg, or down the inside of the right leg. You'll feel a nice stretch in your outer right hip and leg. One more full breath here. And then step that left foot beside the right. Sink your hips, lift your chest, chair pose. Squeezing your inner thighs towards one another. Weight is in our heels. Chest is broad and lifted. Really nice. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. If you need to shake out the hips a bit, please feel free. Inhale, find a flat back. Prepare. Exhale, plant your hands, hop, step, or jump back. Cycle through your vinyasa. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale to bend the knee and open up the hip. Take some circles with the ankle and then circle it out in the other direction. Inhale, re-extend the left leg long. Exhale, step that foot between the hands. Squeeze your inner thighs together, engage the core. Inhale, lift the torso, high lunge. Relax your shoulders out of your ears. My shoulders have been trying to be earrings recently, so I have to keep reminding myself. Inhale, straighten the left leg, pull your shoulders towards one another, squeezing that orange. Exhale, lunge. Inhale, straighten and squeeze. Exhale, lunge. One more. Inhale, straighten and squeeze. Exhale, lunge. Hands frame the front foot. Begin to shift the weight into the left leg. Drag the right toes. And then lift the right toes, coming into your standing split. Of course, blocks are there for support if you need them. This pose obviously isn't really about flexibility, even though it says it's called a split. It's not about your flexibility. It's really about the strength of your right glute and hamstrings to lift that leg. And then bend the right knee in line with the left, coming into your little perch. And slide the right knee down the inside of the left leg about 2 or 3 inches until you start to feel that stretch or sensation in the outer left hip and leg. One more full breath. And then step the right foot beside the left. Sink the hips, lift the chest. Chair pose. I have yet to meet a person who likes chair pose. I think if they do exist, there's something seriously wrong with them. And then exhale, fold forward over your legs. Shake it out. Inhale, find your flat back. Exhale, fold. And step your way to a high plank. Cycle through your vinyasa, or simply meet us in a downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg high, down dog split. Exhale, bend the knee and open up the hip. Take some circles with the knee. And then circle it out in the other direction. Re-extend the right leg long behind you. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Inhale, come on up, high lunge. Right hand comes to the right thigh. Inhale, reach the left arm up and over to the right, taking a side bend. Feeling that nice side stretch, opening up that front left hip flexor. And inhale, back through center. Begin to tip your torso forward, wing the arms back. Shift your weight into the right leg once more. Drag the left toes. We're coming into warrior three this time. So we're creating the T shape with our body, standing on the right leg. As we inhale, our arms will come alongside our ears as we begin to stand upright, bringing the left knee towards the front of the room. Really good. And then we're going to come into eagle pose. So we're going to cross the left knee on top of the right as we sink into our right hip. We can stay here. We can tap the left toes down for extra support and balance. If this is just too crazy, you can come into a figure four chair if that feels nicer, or you can double wrap your legs. And then open your arms to a T. Cross left elbow under the right. Either grab your shoulders or eagle wrap your forearms. Finding full eagle, Garudasana. We'll hold here for one full breath. And on your next inhale, unwind everything and just stand. And shake it out a bit. Inhale, arms sweep up, high prayer. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, find your flat back, prepare. Exhale, plant your hands, hop, step, or jump back. Cycle through your vinyasa. We'll meet in a downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high, down dog split. Exhale to bend the knee and open up the hip. Take some circles with your knee. And then circle it out in the other direction. Re-extend the left leg long. Exhale, step the foot between the hands. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another as you lift the torso, finding your high lunge. Left hand to left thigh. Inhale the right arm up and over to the left, taking a nice side bend. Inhale back through center. Begin to bow forward, wing the arms back. Shift the weight into the left leg, drag the right toes, coming into warrior three, creating a T shape on your left leg, really flexing the right foot. As you inhale, arms come along our ears, standing up, bringing the right knee forward. So we're standing on the left leg with our right knee lifted and facing the front of the room. Really nice. So we're gonna come into eagle again. You can take your figure four chair if that's more available, or you can work on crossing the right knee on top of the left. You can plant the right toes onto the earth for added support, or you can double wrap your legs. Arms open out to a T. This time we cross the right arm underneath the left, either hands to shoulders, or you can eagle wrap the forearms. Coming into Garudasana, full eagle. Really nice. One more full breath. And inhale, unwind, and shake it out. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find a flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, hop, step, or jump back. Exhale to cycle through your vinyasa. We will meet in a downward facing dog. Drop to your knees. Allow your seat to meet your heels. Coming back to our child's pose. If headstand is in your practice and you'd like to come upside down, now's a great opportunity. You could play with eagle, wrapping your legs while upside down if you like. If you're in child's pose with me, walk your hands over to the right. Cross your left hand on top of the right. Maybe shift your hips a little bit more onto your left heel. Enjoying this side bend. And inhale, crawl your hands back through center. And then walk them off to the left. Cross your right hand on top of the left. Shift your hips onto that right heel. Inhale back through center. And then flip the palms face up. Bend the elbows, allow your fingertips to graze the tops of your shoulders once more. And crawl your elbows a little bit closer to your head and a little bit forward. Maybe you notice your shoulders and your back are a little bit more open than the first time we did this. And maybe not. That's absolutely fine. We extend the arms, plant the palms, crawl your hands towards your feet, and then lift up onto your shins. Shift your hips to one side, swing your legs around in front of you. All right, let's bend the right knee, bring the sole of the right foot in towards the inner left thigh. So we're creating this seated tree pose. Inhale, find some lift. Exhale, fold forward over that left leg. Really flex those left toes back towards you. And inhale, slowly make your way back up. Bring your right hand to the diagonal outside of your right hip. On an inhale, press into that right hand, lift your hips, plant the left foot, left arm reaches up and backwards, coming into stargazer's pose, really opening up the whole left body. Then exhale, gently lower your hips back to the mat. Really nice. Pick up your knee and then step the foot to the outside of the left leg. Right hand plants behind us to form a kickstand. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, take a twist. Your elbow can either come to the outside of the knee or you can simply hug the knee in towards your chest as you twist. And come back through center. Take a simple counter twist in the opposite direction. And then come back, extend both legs long, shake them out a bit. Bend the left knee, bring the left sole of the foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, find some length. And exhale, hinge at your waist as you fold. Right toes are very flexed, keeping the right leg engaged. And slowly crawl your way back up. Left hand comes to the diagonal outside of the left hip. Inhale, press into your hand, lift your hips. Right arm reaches up and back, coming into stargazers. Feeling nice and long in the right side body. And exhale, lower your hips back to the earth. Really nice. Pick the left knee up, step the left foot outside the right leg. Left hand plants behind us. Inhale, the right arm lifts, and take your twist on the exhale, either connecting your elbow to your knee or simply hugging your knee into your chest. Inhale back through center. Take a little counter twist in the opposite direction. And then come back, extend both legs long, shake them out. Bring your soles of the feet together, knees wide. We'll come into Tadasana. So we're creating a diamond shape. Our heels are not close to us. We have 2 full palm prints between our pubic bone and our heels, so they're pretty far away. If you have a block, you can place it just behind your heels and rest your forehead on the block. It's a nice way to relax your forehead and your neck. You can also make 2 fists, one on top of the other on top of your heels, and round over to bring your head onto your fists. And if not, you can always just hold your ankles and let your head hang. Creating this little cocoon for yourself. And shutting out the outside world. Really taking these small moments to turn back inside, to notice your body, notice your breath, and notice your thoughts. Just notice them. Don't let them take over. And slowly inhale your way back up. Close your knees like a book. And we're gonna make our way onto our backs. If you need any other movements or poses before you close out practice, please feel free to take them. Otherwise, extend your legs nice and long. Allow the feet to flop out. Arms are long by our side, palms face up. Coming into your final resting pose of Shavasana. Releasing all effort. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Bring awareness back into your body. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll the ankles and the wrists. Roll your head from one side to the other. Inhale your arms long overhead. Take a nice morning stretch. And bend your knees. Draw the soles of the feet to the earth. And gently roll over onto one side, using your arm as a pillow. And pause here for a moment, letting it all sink in. And as you're ready, leaving the eyes heavy, gently press your way up to a comfortable seat. Hands will come to prayer at Heart Center. We slightly bow our heads in gratitude for practice and for each other. Thank you all for being here with me today. It's always so fun to share. And remember, Your body is an amazing thing. Honor it, acknowledge it, and give it some love that it deserves. Namaste. Thanks again.